adding fractions with unlike denominators. So now our denominators are different. So we're talking about pieces that are different sizes, of course, because this one is cut into 2 parts, where this one is cut into 4 parts. If I were adding 1/4 plus 1/2, if we think about it like a pizza, and I have a half a pizza here, and here I have a 1/4 of a pizza, when I add them together, this area would end up filling in 2 of these 4ths. But why is that? What we have to do first is convert to an equivalent fraction with the common denominator. So here my denominator is 4. I'm going to multiply the 2 times 2 to come up with a common denominator of 4. And now, in order to make sure this is equivalent, we want to also multiply the top number, or the numerator, by 2. So that will be 2/4. So our 1/2 is actually equal to 2/4. Together then, I can add the numerators. 1 plus 2 over 4. And that is going to be equal to 3/4. Now, if we look over at another one, sometimes you run into fractions that don't necessarily go directly into the other one, like 1/3 plus 2/5. So I'm going to have to find a common denominator for both of these numbers. A good rule of thumb is to multiply the numerator and denominator by this denominator. So I'm going to take the numerator times 3 and the denominator times 3. And that's going to give me a new fraction of 2 times 3 is 6, 5 times 3 is 15, so I have 6/15. Right? It was 2/5. And now what I did was I multiplied it by 3, so I'm making 15 parts. So instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts, I now have to divide each of those into 3 parts, which will have 15 equal parts. And you can clearly see that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those 15 parts filled in. When I look at this one, 1/3, and multiply it by this denominator, I'm going to take times 5 over 5. Then I have 1 times 5 equals 5, and 3 times 5 equals 15. Now I have that common denominator of 15. But I'm going to have to divide each of these parts into 5 equal parts. So, making 5 smaller parts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can see that I have shaded in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the 15 parts. Now I can add these two numbers. 5/15 plus 6/15 equals 5 plus 6 over 15, which we know is 11/15. And that is completely simplified, so that would be your final answer.